Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Banner Saga 2 Let's Play. So, last time around, we defeated the Sunder named Eyeless, and we were fleeing from her and her army, and got a little bit lost. Valka Zephyr kind of forgot the way, and we ran into these dredge that were kind of mutated and misshapen, and so now we are in a fight for our lives against them. So we need to pick our team and then go ahead and jump in. So I think last time around we decided we wanted to bring Gudmundur, and then we decided that it might be worth giving Ditch a shot before we throw Spar back in there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to move Ollie to last, and I think I'll put Bulwark second. Let's get you up a little bit further. I think I like that order right there. He's pretty tanky, so I think he'll help out our army quite a bit here. He's all about damage. She's tanky. He, I imagine, is going to be pretty good at armor breaking, if he's anything like Eric, I think his name is, in the other party. And then we know Ollie is like our only ranged character, so I like this order pretty much, or pretty well, so I think we'll go with this. Okay, how do we want to deploy here? They're on all sides, or at least most sides. Wow, you were kind of weak. So let's see here. 11-15, 17-14, 17-14. So you're the weakest. I think we'll let Bulwark solo this guy. And then we're gonna put our two tanky characters here. Let's get you back a bit. I'll have you join them, I guess. And then Bulwark is going to go. Can he move through there? That's the question. I'm going to go here. But yeah, we're going to have 1-on-1 there, 3-on-1 over here, and 2-on-1 down here. Alright, so we'll get you... we want to stack up so we get the armor bonus. So let's go... Actually, who's first? That guy is. Followed by him. Followed by him. Okay, so she doesn't get to go before he does. Right, well, we'll move you to there. That'll let her kind of stack in on that. Actually, we could have put her to a diagonal, but I guess it's fine. Let's break some armor. She should be able to hit for some actual damage now. Damn. He just strolled right in there. Okay, so yeah, we can't get through that, which is unfortunate. How far can he move? Yeah, you know what? We'll rest. What's he gonna do? Tentacle stuff? Oh, great. That hurts somebody. Okay, you need to just start busting armor off this guy. He's just gonna walk right around me and hit her. That's fine. We'll take turns poking at him, I guess. Let's get his armor down a little bit more. And now Krumir should be able to hit him pretty hard. Let's see, I'm going to have you go for some armor break as well. Once we get through this armor, these guys aren't so bad. Wow, that was a long move. Okay, well, let's make him a whole lot less scary looking. I don't know what he's doing there, but I don't like it. Alright, let's go in for some damage here. That makes him a whole lot less scary too. Man, Ditch is already down. He really didn't get a fair shot at trying out some combat. Alright, why don't you... You know what? Don't finish him off. Because right now he's kind of useless. So let's move instead to here and we'll help out with this guy. There we go. So he's going to move to her. Whack her for a little bit more armor break. Not a big deal. Let's go in for some actual health or strength damage here. And he's going to tentacle somebody. Looks like her. Krumir, why don't you go finish him off now? Because Bulwark should be able to finish him this turn. Yeah, go ahead and do that. So he's down. He gets one turn to tentacle somebody or whatever they're doing, and then you're gonna finish him off. Okay, and then we get a pillage. He's gonna run toward my stronger characters, which is perfect. Why don't you run up on him as well and hit him for 7, I guess. Do I want her to finish him off? Let's see. I'm actually gonna wait and try to get Gudmundur a level up here. We'll go with champion. Let's see. Ollie. You actually haven't taken any damage, so why don't you get up here as well and just kind of hang out. You can move up as well. Just to give everybody some more armor, but I want him to get the kill. So let's see. He's going to do something to her, and you're going to go ahead and finish it off. Oh, whoops. What did I do wrong there? He didn't get the kill for some reason. I'll have to figure out what happened there. Okay, so 5. Here we go. There it is. They explode and they do willpower damage. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so did we get any promotions? 1, okay. Well, that's exactly what we were going for. Ditch is injured. We really didn't get to see anything from him at all, but he didn't seem particularly useful, at least in the brief amount of time that we got to see him, but his strength and his armor are just too low to be effective at this point. Moments pass while you calm yourself from the fight. What in the depths were those things, you ask, but no one answers. The Valka is using her spear to sift through the glowing remains. Her face strains to hide her fear. Look, she points to the edge of a torch's light. To the side of the path is a wounded dredged stone singer. You draw your axes, but Zephyr begins to hum. The stone singer responds. Those creatures were like nothing I've ever seen before. They looked like some kind of dredge to me. So does this one. This one is a mender of sorts. You know one of these slags? I know quite a few. Volka gasps and you find yourself growling, but Zephyr ignores the response. She makes a dull noise, almost a hum. This stone singer responds in kind. He says greetings, and that he dreamed of you? All of the clansmen and fighters back away and whisper. She's talking to it. She's feigned talking to it. Ask it what those things were. The Valka again makes an unfamiliar sounds, like a skald trying to find the right tune, and the stone singer responds. He says they're a nightmare. Then something about mercy and he thanks you. Their language is difficult for me, but I can learn more from him once he is healed. And where do you plan to heal him? In our cart on the way to Manahar? Volka turns and stares at you. I want to hear more. Get him in the cart. This is a mistake. This isn't like you. We kill those things, not invite them into our camp. The Shield Maiden walks off instead of saying anything else. Zephyr looks at you. She'll get over it. Zephyr thanks you again as the stone singer is lifted into a cart. The hum is something you can't understand. Alright, back on the road. So hopefully... Oh, yeah, there's the exit right there. The Valka stops to weave patterns with her spear. Moments later, she looks even more confused. I cannot determine which path we take now. Volka gets in her face. I'm usually the nice one, Valka, but with those things down here, I'm past nice. You let us down here, get us out. A low rumble comes from a cart. The stone singer is saying something. His stone song has shown him the way. We'll soon be in our world again. A strange phrase, but there is nothing to do but follow her lead again. Yeah, there's the exit right there. They could have followed my direction. I saw it. The smell of fresh air alerts the entire caravan to the cave exit ahead. You went too far in bringing that thing with us, Bulwark, a raven shouts. We kill dredge when we see them, not nurse them back to health. We're done with your bloody company. A good number of fighters and even clansmen from Bindle run for the exit without looking back. Volka says nothing, but her silence says everything. Everyone continues moving forward, the fear of the warped, twisted creatures fresh on their mind. You notice something strange about the light coming from the exit. It's not pure daylight. Keep going, the Valka shouts to everyone, then looks at you. Who knows what to expect north of the Wormscale Mountains now? It doesn't look good, that's for damn sure. What in the depths am I looking at, Valka? I don't know. Wow. Alright, so it looks like we're switching back to the other party. Let's see, where did we leave off again? There's Aberrang there. We're not quite so far. Oh, we're still headed through the old wood, that's right. Looks like everyone's almost ready to move out, Ivor says, walking your way. We're about as patched up as we can expect to be out here. If you have any other business to handle before we leave, now's the time. He tosses aside a whittled stick, and I doubt we'll get out of here without talking to that old man again. I think his name's Yasser. Seems he's the temporary leader since their governor was killed. Alright, so let's take a quick inventory of our heroes. Alright, we've got a couple level ups here, and we actually have quite a bit of renown, so we may as well do it. Gunnolf is going to be a good one to promote, because we use him quite a bit. We'll take that, and then I'd like to get him... Ah, man, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with just straight up strength, because we don't really use him to break armor, although linkage wouldn't be a terrible idea for him. You know, we'll just go straight into strength for now. Let him hit a little bit harder. That's what he's good at. I don't use Oddleif very much, so I don't think it's worth leveling her up. Roek is probably the best of the Horseborn from what I've seen. Yeah, he can stun people with Mule Kick, which is nice. I don't think Scathach can do that. No, he can trample, which is not quite as useful. Eric is basically Ditch, just a little bit more leveled up. So I think we'll leave him alone. We may as well get Alette and like Eggle leveled up, though. We use them every time. We'll promote you. Let's see, Overwatch. Ooh, that's a nice ability. I don't have any choice, so I have to take it anyways, but that seems useful. Let's go ahead and get her armor and strength up a bit. That'll make her a little bit more survivable. And she actually has more promotions, but I think we'll stick with rank 6. And we'll give Eggle another rank as well. Run through the Backbiter. Oh, that's the Backbiter ability where they run through the character and then stab backward. Bloody Flail, that's interesting. Oh, he can throw his sword. Or Guts. What does that do? Bringing down his axe on the enemy, causing all units adjacent to him to be knocked back, friend or foe. Affected units take normal strength damage. +1 strength damage for each tile they are pushed. Honestly, run through I've seen used to devastating effect, and so I think that it might be a decent choice. Especially since he tends to be locked on to people because he's kind of the tanky character. Bloody Flail's not bad, but I don't know. The nice thing about Bloody Flail is you can do strength damage even if their armor is higher than your strength, where you normally wouldn't be able to do any damage. Obviously, turning him into a range character would be kind of interesting, but I don't think it's going to be particularly useful considering that he is our tank, and so he's usually the guy who's kind of locked on. I think this is going to be the best choice for him. So we'll grab that. And honestly, I think getting his armor all the way up is probably the best call. That'll keep him on the battlefield the longest. So we'll do that. And then if we wanted to, we could get one more level up. But I think for now, we're pretty solid. The next one I'll level up more than likely is going to be like Gris and Hakon, though. Yeah, I think they'll be next. Okay, let's see what these guys have to say. Roek looks nervous as you approach. Let's see. Why did you attack the other Horseborn? His eyes dart around. and he repeats your words silently, slowly, before preparing his response. Other like me, wrong. Friend, no. You look at Oddlife to see if she understands, but she only shakes her head a bit. Fight, friend, no. Other, wrong. You fought them because they're not your friends? Roek squints while studying Oddlife's mouth moving. Friend, no. Well, if you're gonna join us, you need to follow orders. He doesn't seem to understand your words, but your tone makes him step back a pace. You're not in trouble, but we are our herd. Alette is our leader. Oddlife points to you and speaks slowly. We follow orders from leader. You follow orders from leader. You cannot be sure how much Roek understands, but his jaw clenches and he stands straighter. He snorts and kicks up dirt with a hoof. He doesn't seem to like that, does he? No, but he'll learn to appreciate it. Well, I'd like to know about you and Derdriu. Derdriu? He whips his tail and stands taller, prouder. Derdriu, mate. Me, hers. Hers, mine. When food much again, strong young for Derdriu and me. Oddlife looks at you with arched eyebrows. A confident man wanting to provide for a family. There's something attractive about that. You smile and shrug before looking back at Roek. You choose your words carefully, remembering to talk slowly. I'm glad I had a chance to talk to you. Roek simply stares at you. Everyone feels awkward at the inability to communicate, so you smile at him. Thank you. Thank. He taps a hoof to the ground a few times before trotting off. My best guess is there are different herds like our clans, but they don't really get along. Maybe this herd attacked Lundar. Maybe this herd attacking Lundar was just a particular enemy. Maybe. She smiles and leaves you to your confusion. Okay, so we kind of found out the Horseborn also have clans just like the humans do, which, I mean, I would assume. So what's this guy have to say? So that's it? You're just gonna leave us to fend for ourselves? You know we're heading to Aberrang. I've been very clear about that. But what if those Dredge return, or those flea-ridden Horseborn? I'm not sure about the Horseborn, but you can count on more Dredge. But why? Why are they after Lundar? They're running from something, same as us. But you're running from them. What are they running from? That's what we'd all like to know. Yasser's eyes dart around for a moment. Does that mean you'll take us with you? You think about what he's asking. All of you? How many are there? Well, let me think. There's around 200 of us clansmen since you saved the homes. I think that about sums it up. What do you say? Well, are you ready to sew your banner into ours? Wait a minute, girl. You may have charmed a few other towns into that banner, but this is Lundar. Fine, stay here. We're leaving. Well, hold on. Have you never heard of haggling? Fine. We'll sew it into yours. Great, then it's settled. Yasser, what can you tell us about the old wood? Is that where you're headed? With this many? When he sees you nod, his lips purse and move from side to side. Well, strange things happen in that place. It's a place where people go missing or come back happier than ever. Is it dangerous? You charge into a town under attack by Horseborn and Dredge. I'm not sure what you consider dangerous. Guess that means we'll find out. You agree and call for everyone to move out. Okay, so we just got a bunch of clansmen tacked on here. We'll probably need to convert some of them to fighters at some point. But I suppose we may as well... you know what? Let's rest a day to get our morale to great, and then we'll move out. There it is. Okay. Back on the road. I wonder what the old wood has in store for us. I imagine nothing good. Knowing this game, you know, it's never anything good. So we've officially left Lundar, and this is the old wood. It's very colorful. I mean, maybe we've got the wrong idea. Scouts report subtle movements around you. We're being followed. Studied, maybe, she says. Can't tell how many. It's like they disappear if you look directly at them. Well, we better nip this in the bud. You decide to take the offensive and gather some fighters. As the caravan continues forward, your small group makes several laps, checking rock outcroppings and clumps of trees. While you find nothing, you cannot shake the feeling the scout is right. Somebody's following us. Yeah, it's a very colorful forest. Can't be all that bad. Whispers from the clansmen grow in volume with every step toward the colorful, daunting old wood. Nothing but game trails into this place, Ivor says. For this many people? I don't like it. He looks agitated, nervous. Glancing around, you notice the other Varl, and even the Horseborn, acting similarly. Tight places like this don't sit well with us, he says, watching you. No room to stand or swing, just another place I don't belong. Ivor's growing concern with feeling useless is somewhat puzzling, but you keep it to yourself. For all its majesty and storied past filled with legendary hunts, the dense foliage and spore-filled air of the old wood feels eerie. Yeah, I would imagine it would. No pun intended there, but yeah. It definitely looks ominous, but it's so colorful, it's hard to imagine it being like a super dangerous place. Usually when it's like dark and foreboding, that's when it's, you know, bad. But this is just like bright and happy and colorful. You notice the colored specks in the air are especially thick in this area when the caravan ahead of you suddenly stops. They are watching a man who is staring at a flower and crying. It's just so perfect, he says. I paint and carve runes, but this flower is what I've been waiting my whole life for. The spectators are now nodding with tears in their eyes. Oh god. We better keep everybody moving. But my life is in this flower, the man says. The others are crying loudly now. Hakon walks by, takes in the scene, and shakes his head before walking off. Fine, but we're leaving, you say. Several people stay behind with the man, but the others pull themselves away and rejoin the caravan. You're not sure what to make of the whole situation. They said the air is all filled with spores. I imagine there's stuff in this wood that kind of lure people in and don't let them leave. So let's do our best to avoid stuff like that. Ah, we've got some kind of settlement here. We'll probably try to get there and then break off the episode. So this Cragsman, the scout cries out. That's who's tracking us. The woman is limping, a rough-hewn arrow jutting from her leg. Horns blow from the front and back of the caravan. 2 attacks at once. Oh great, we're getting flanked. Hakon's shieldmaster, Mogir, overhears this and says, Wolves of the north hunt like this. You just pull in and protect all sides until they make a mistake. Then you make it costly for them. He shrugs. You move a bit slower, though. You decide what to do. I mean, he's a very experienced fighter. I think we should definitely consider what he has to say. We can send fighters to both ends, or we can slow down and tighten the ranks. I think we should tighten the ranks and then try to repel if we can. It's a game of patience now, the Varl says. If they stick with us, they'll expose themselves and we'll hit them hard. Okay, well, let's see what happens. But yeah, I'd like to get here before we break off the episode. A sudden rumble underfoot is strong enough to make you grab the side of a cart for balance. After it ends, you notice a young girl crying when her brother puts an arm around her. That's just the way it is around here, he says. Nothing to cry about. Oddlife looks concerned. I'm not sure if that's the right attitude or not, she says. It keeps them from worrying all the time, but it keeps them from being cautious too. What's the point in caution, Ivor says. Look around. If it is that massive serpent causing these quakes, it could be an arrow's range away and we'd never know it for all these trees. His words do little to quash the acrid dread in your gut. Or are we going up over it? I thought we were going to head down to this. Maybe we are? I can't tell. The faint smell of smoke goes unnoticed by many except for you and a few others, including the Horseborn. It's coming from the south, Ivor says. Eddingbecker. I think that's how you pronounce that. If the map is right, it'll take us some time to get there. Roek and Deirdre are unleashing strings of angry sounds and pointing to hoofprints leading south through the woods. Clansmen watch them with concern. Uh-oh. Hoofprints. There's probably more Horseborn in this area. You consider what to do. Let's see if we can help. While she doesn't understand your words, your movement towards the village prompts Deirdre to move forward quickly. Only Roek is able to slow her and keep her near the caravan. Your arrival through the smoke is unexpected by by the hooved pillagers. Some unite to hold you off, while others, smeared in blue war paint, flee into the surrounding woods. Alright, well, this looks like it's going to be our stopping point for today. We will continue with the battle next time around. But yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for the next part of our Banner Saga 2 Let's Play.